Hello, everyone, and welcome to something a bit different. Today I will be playing the sequel to the Somnium Files, which released a few years back. The sequel here is called nirvanA Initiative. I've had plenty of fun with the first game, and I'm also a big fan of the writer's previous works, the Zero Escape series, namely Kotaro Uchikoshi. Let us go back to the main screen and have ourselves at it. So, what this game series is going to be about, I'm not sure if I should indulge anything for people who haven't played this yet, but, well, the first game. But I think some things to know, I guess, that even players would have benefited from knowing before the first game is what exactly AI means, and it refers to artificial intelligence, as well as the Japanese word for love, ai. But of course there will be lots of eye puns, as in the physical eyeball. It's a weird blend of unrelated things, but this game makes them related through the plot, and it's not really the best way to sell it, but it's an investigation game, so it's if you like that genre, I'm sure you'll like this a lot. Alright, let's hop right in. Play in English, please. Oh, look at that. The background changes depending on your language. Yeah, this game had a huge style leap from Zero Time Dilemma, at least the previous game did. Which is quite surprising. The animations got better and just a lot more abundant. The voice acting got a lot more natural. Investigations, story, 3 times limit, 1.5 times limit. Let's just do standard. And for Somnium, yeah, standard's fine. So you'll see exactly what these mean with investigation, QTEs, and Somnium, but they were in the previous game as well. Yeah, that should be fine. This game features autosave. When the save icon is displayed on the bottom right, please do not close game. This story is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual people, organizations, product names, and locations are coincidental. February the 10th, A Strange Tale. Chapter 0. I guess we're in a game show. Ryuki.
You okay, Ryuki?
So, as you can see, this game is almost completely voice acted, even when you're investigating things. The only thing that will be voice acted by me will be, I guess, the protagonist's thoughts, which I'm not even sure who the protagonist in this game is. I think it's going to be who you see in the thumbnail, but we'll see.
Alright, let's keep going. Next question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirit?
Oh, whoops, accidentally muted myself. You can freely move the cursor and camera, and look around to set the cursor to objects. Right. Okay, this is just basic stuff. I need to get used to those controls. Yo, Prisma, nice to see ya. Maybe you have heard of this game series, maybe you haven't, but I don't know how to describe this. It is a sequel, but based on the trailers, it looks like it might be safe to just go directly into this game, just to watch it. I'm very confused by the controls, because both the mouse and the arrow keys are fighting for the control of the cursor. Maybe we should just go with the cursor for now. So if we go to our log, we can just repeat that part I accidentally cut.
Where am I?
Thank you, Ryuki.
In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
I actually have no idea. I'm viewing a person. Options unlock will be displayed. Oh, is this the entire section the tutorial done? By choosing the topic, you can look and observe. Expand. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, their UI is really upgraded. I need to let go of the keyboard. Or rather let go of the mouse, maybe. Ugh. Let's just look at everything. That camera. I hope I sound loud enough. I did some sound bounce tests, of course, but you never know with these things. A monitor. Seems they've cut back on their making of punts on every single thing in this game. A signboard.
That's the answer button for the quiz.
Who the fuck? Tama.
Why don't you press it?
Tama? You mean this button?
Yeah. You better hurry, or the other teams are gonna answer before you.
I think they will be taking their time. Yo, Zavi! Welcome, welcome. This is an investigation game. The Somnium Files. You have just joined the tutorial, by the way, and it seems we are... the protagonist themselves does not know the situation. It seems we're in some game show, but he seems disoriented. We're also beside this character boss, and 2 Danganronpa Blackened characters. I'm not sure who I should be talking to.
In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability? If you know the answer, spit it out.
I feel like... Oh my gosh. I feel like the volume for the sounds could be a bit louder. Or the voices. There you go, that's better. We'll look at the rest of these soon enough, but yeah, Zavi, this is an okay, don't be rude. Yes, yes, I see it.
Push it and you get to answer the question. What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about?
Yes. This game is an investigation game. If you see the trailer, you know what it's about, but because you haven't, you'll be pleased to see the whole story unfold before your eyes. No spoilers at all.
You feeling all right there, Mr. Ryuki? How about this? I'll repeat the question for you, okay? In Indian, that embodies... Now remember...
Okay, I don't usually skip, but we literally just repeated it already.
It's that button. Look like... what?
I think we're just supposed to press button now. Yeah.
There we go. Team Popo was the quickest. And your answer is...
Place your cursor on the host and try answering the quiz question. Okay. What are you looking at? Personal space much. Gandharva. A bit close to what we're used to already. Satyr is not Indian mythology. Centaur is also not. Date is a character from the previous game, and so it should be Gandharva.
That is correct. The answer is Gandharva.
Oh shoot.
Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killers?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Ryuki. Keep it up.
Team Popo gets 10 points for the correct answer. Okay, let's keep going then, shall we? Next question.
Okay, so the reason why I keep on accidentally skipping it is because I set my keybind to control and then some other button to mute myself. No, that's not cool. Maybe I should temporarily change the settings for that. Settings, hotkeys, and let's find the mute for my mic. I know this probably could have been done beforehand, but I didn't want to even begin the tutorial first. So, but now we know. Anyways, let's do this. So the new Cyclops serial killings is a case that is actually covered in the first game. In fact, it is the main case. I'm not sure how much of a spoiler that is. It's revealed pretty early on, but it is kind of spoon-fed to you within the first little bit, not completely just given immediately.
No, not you, Mr. Ryuki.
This question is for that person on the other side.
Who was that?
Me? Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
You think so? Seems like a normal quiz to me. The questions in this quiz aren't aimed at you, Reed. They're for you. On the other side.
Oh my gosh, they're pulling a
Understand what you're saying.
a 999 in the library room. LOL, I was gonna say, what if it's a host mode character? It actually was. I mean, I guess it's not too surprising since host mode covers an extremely large amount of popular mythological figures from the most prevalent mythologies.
Hurry now, your answer, please. The question is, right? This is the face-to-face special, a 6-hour quiz show live stream marathon. Have you?
Perhaps. Yeah.
Oh, and Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer. Ah, but before you do,
Yo, Azinu, welcome.
I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings, the incident in which many victims got their eye gouged out and murdered. Are you or are you not familiar with it?
The pressure.
This is the tool if we can dig into the details of that incident in the coming 6 days.
In the coming 6 days.
We're asking if we can give you spoilers for that.
But don't worry. Even if you don't know
That's very cooperative of them.
this through this game,
I have never seen anything like that. That's so cool.
Serial killers and what you're about to experience, they have nothing to do with each other. Promise.
So please, just tell me honestly. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
What do you think, chat? What should I answer? I am familiar with it. But also, what's it called? Maybe you guys aren't, and maybe you'd rather not see any references to things you don't understand. However, if we do go with the option of I do know it, then I could just explain to you as it happens what transpired. Unless you want to see it yourself. But, you know. I don't know. I'm already asking chat to pick for me. I am weak. No, I'll just pick myself. I am familiar. I already forgot the question. Yeah. No, pressing. I am familiar with it.
Are you sure? Don't be lying now.
Plug your ears and eyes, everyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Simple test, just to make sure.
This is good.
Was Kaname Date of ABIS. On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit.
Oh, that's very specific. I'll tell you right now, that wasn't like an important scene, but you know the characters are memorable enough that you'll remember who it is. I'm Kaito Mamoto, Luminary Star. What is his name? Shit! What is his name? I know what he looks like. No. Fuck. On final day of the new Cyclops serial killings investigation, who was the one who got shot in the leg? What is that guy's name? Mike. That is definitely not it. It's like some scrawny pimp. I don't know what his name is. No. And for some reason, Kaito Momoto from Danganronpa keeps on entering my mind. I'm pretty sure he has a similar to him. Mo. Why do I keep on missing? Can I type? Oh, I can. MoMA. Maybe. It sounds like mama. This is too mean. No!
So close. Moma did get shot, but he was shot in the stomach, not the leg.
What? Okay, whatever. Whatever. This is too mean.
Oh, but I feel bad for you.
Wow, you suck. Okay, fine. I completely forgot that the other person got shot in the leg. Who was it that got shot in the leg? Oh yeah, I remember now. Fuck. This is rude.
Okay, the name of the person who was shot in the leg by the culprit.
By the culprit. It might have been What? Whoops. Mizuki? Maybe? Okay. Okay. I intentionally got the wrong answer the first time. Bonus dialogue. Let's go, flavor text.
You're correct. But you could have just gotten lucky. How about we go for one more round?
Okay, what is this bullshit? How could that even be luck?
Is the troll
Okay, never mind. She's in promotion.
new Cyclops serial killings?
Ugh.
Just the first name again, please. Let's have it.
This is too mean. Okay, this is a trick question, but fine. Maybe I can get bonus dialogue if I give a different name again. But okay, so spoiler alert: there were actually two different Cyclops serial killings or killers. They're working together. But one of them is obviously the true bad one, which is this guy Saito. I'm trying to remember the other guy's name though. I don't even care. I'm just gonna put in the right answer.
Wonderful. That's another right.
Get your bonus dialogue from another playthrough.
Sorry for doubting you.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
About the new Cyclops killings.
Spoiler alert!
Oh, did you hear that sound? That means the next question will be the last.
Why haven't you even asked anything?
A precognitive dream is a dream that lets you see the future. But these precognitive dreams,
Are they real? Truly real?
Saito Momota! I can't believe Saito Momota was the culprit of the new Cyclops killings. Me after a coin grind.
It can't be.
What's wrong, Ryuki? Are you okay?
When you nut so hard, they split in two. Maybe I shouldn't make those jokes if I'm trying to get a larger audience for this game.
Be careful, Mizuki. I've detected a biological response. 3 o'clock, distance of 315 feet, in the middle row of seats.
I should have failed that QT. Man. Oh, it's too late. Time to play legitimately. Special visual information. Zoom and V to inspect. Okay.
What the? Are they really gonna shoot us without warning like that?
It would have been stranger if they announced their intentions first.
Who's the target? Where are they? It's too dark and they're too far away.
She's gonna be shot in the leg again.
You can use my functions.
Turning into the next Oracle.
Functions?
Remember your training?
Oh, right. Iba, zoom in. Night vision mode.
Roger that.
Later, Prisma. Hope you rest well and yeah, enjoy yourself. You're streaming later? Good luck with that. I didn't know you streamed also. I see you. Can I like select that? I guess not.
I don't see anyone.
It's right there. I can see it. Come on. Can I like not click that?
Use the X-ray next.
Understood.
There we go.
Found? Who is that?
Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female.
Ah, so she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Why else would another girl target me?
You can't think of any other reason?
Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know? That's why other girls don't like me much.
I am fairly certain that has more to do with your personality. Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them.
Got it.
This is this game's version of the Psychopath gun.
I will display the aiming reticle. Take aim and pull the trigger.
On it.
I did it. I clicked the thing.
What's with this girl?
Where did she go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Can't let them get away.
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly,
There's something there.
yes.
Hey, that's...
You recognize him?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's... the left half of his body. His name is Jin Furue. I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Devaita. The right half of his body.
I'm sure he's fine. Just gotta put those two parts back together.
Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together.
Even if she recognizes him and Mizuki wasn't. Okay, this again. Jean was not in the previous game.
Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream?
Mr. Ryuki, you're working under boss, right? Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just happen to scrape the stratum corneum off my heels every once in a while. Hey, Ryuki. Are you sure you're alright?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now that Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall we? Here we go.
Oh, I think this is a proper game show now.
Which Taoist
And he was actually asleep midway through.
interlocking black and white commas represents the origin of all things.
Just duct tape him. He's good, of course.
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around for? Get the lights.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Holy shit. Mizuki is not phased. Plot twist, I bet the host is the mastermind. Isn't that a bit too easy? Hey, it's Gumshoe.
What? You really don't know?
What is that face? Never mind.
I'm Detective Ushidera, Special Investigations Office, MPD.
I like his voice though. He looks like one of those Buddhist statues.
Haven't found anything yet, though there is something I didn't find that's particularly interesting. You didn't notice? Look at the field. You'll see what I mean.
It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet.
Yeah.
By the way, Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me.
What's this?
This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing in particular.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
There aren't any footprints.
indeed,
Then how did the body...
unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky, or rose up from the ground. Or they teleported here.
teleported?
I was joking. Do not take it seriously.
I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okiura, 18 years old. A high schooler attending Sakiba High. The all-girls school, right? Ah, but Okiura is your former name. You've been adopted by Date, if I remember correctly. You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Back then I was on the investigation team. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at ABIS. That boss lady got her claws in you, huh? This little girl gets hired as an investigator. Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed.
ABIS is a particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures.
Okay, so to clarify, we played as Date in the first game, and Mizuki was in a weird parental situation. By the end, we ended up adopting her, and in one of the outcomes, we ended up actually doing Abyss's normal role in the story, which you'll see eventually what it is, as Mizuki, not Date. So there is a bit of a work connection there, or experience connection. By the way, these holographic police lines are probably the most futuristic thing you'll see in this game. That and that like over-the-top switching revolver.
I have a bad feeling about this, but you really want to know my name?
Oh my god, it's him.
Then I'll tell you, but please don't forget it, okay?
Got it.
My name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh? Okay, I'll remember that.
This would happen. I'll say it one more time. My name is Kagami. I told you it's Kagami!
Hey guys, I'm only asking because I think you guys keep on forgetting his name.
Hey, what's your name again?
Give me a break. I've finished gathering DNA samples. I'm sure the results will be out shortly.
Oh no, what did he say?
It's being sent to forensics now.
Thank you.
Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furroway. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any chance?
You don't remember? We did talk for a minute.
Sorry, don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression. In a good way.
In a good way? ABIS is a high-level organization in the police department. You do technically outrank me, ma'am.
Huh. Really? But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me.
What? For real? I can be casual with you?
Do you want to get your ass kicked?
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago.
What? 9 hours ago?
It is currently
9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
He was killed around 12.
Wait.
At noon.
6 years ago,
Hold that thought. There's more. As you can see, the body was cut in two. There are no other external wounds on the body. It appears that he was sliced in half while he was still alive.
What?
As for what was used to cut him, I am sorry, but that cannot be determined.
What do you mean?
Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it was not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either.
Then what was it?
As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at the molecular level.
This is whack. Also, as for masterminds, if you've seen the Zero Skip series, they really did make pretty much anyone you could guess the mastermind, so.
Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode?
Yeah. It's unlikely, but maybe the right half of the body is buried in the ground.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut. Especially not down there.
In that case, how's this?
Thanks. I see now. That body is definitely just the left half.
There is hardly any blood left in the body. It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground. Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location.
I should be asking you. You're the one who discovered the body, right? You were also at the studio 6 years ago when the other half was found. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
What are you trying to say?
Why did you come here?
I got a Nile message. It said, HB Stadium. That could only be referring to the case 6 years ago, right?
The half-body serial killings.
I need to know more about that case. Changed my life. Forever. So that's why I came.
I'm certain there's a lot of things in Mizuki's life that had changed her life forever. If you know what happened in the first game. During investigations, Aiba and Tama talk. Trivia and additional information will be displayed on the top of the screen. This is just bonus features, so you don't need to read it to progress the game. Okay. Ooh. Which is why she still carries me on the smartphone around. Oh no, how do I read the bonus holo again? This one time only? Okay, fine.
Who sent the message?
I don't know. It was sent from an account that signed up with a fake name. Someone must have wanted me to discover the body.
Someone?
Maybe the culprit.
Why would the culprit do that to you?
I don't know.
There is one more thing we don't know. The masked woman who shot at us earlier. Who could this person of interest be? And why did she try to kill you?
Ushidera. Hopefully you don't forget that.
Why? What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
And has been missing ever since. Date's body was never recovered from the scene. Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am certain he's at the Hot Springs District in Atami or someplace, spending his time in leisure.
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling water myself.
Of course. Not.
What? Why not?
Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
The point is, you're still a student.
Then why did you let me join ABIS?
Because I thought you had potential as a sinker.
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as well.
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month. It's way too early to put you in the field. You do know I'm the commander of ABIS, right?
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse.
At Studio Divita.
And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case.
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings. So named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror.
I suppose Jean here isn't the only victim.
6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find any promising leads.
I already know that. You don't have to explain it.
Regarding terror, terror has two meanings. Terror as in tears when you cry. The other terror means to rip something. The culprit of the HB case is more a reference to the latter. By adding an ER at the end of tear, we get terror. Thanks for that. I want to be on this case no matter what. Right, let's just look at her. Okay.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Please, boss. I have to. This case is...
Can you not give me the puppy dog eyes? You know I'm weak to the puppy dog eyes. Fine, but promise me one thing. Swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous or illegal, no matter what.
Yeah, I swear, I swear!
And one more thing. I am your superior. You should address me with a little more respect.
10-4, boss man. I read you loud and clear.
Do you?
Is that not it? Oh, there's more.
weird though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago, but the body shows up now?
You mean the other half of the body?
Nah. The lining has heating wires in it, so I'm warm. Oh, thank you for the concern though. Oh, no. I just started investigating, really.
Oh, that wasn't helpful. Okay, so somehow not only they were microscopically dissected or molecularly dissected into two, but they're magically placed here without any footsteps being left, so perhaps flown in somehow, or some other means we don't understand. And we also know that it seems the body has been preserved all this time, for the past 6 years, perfectly fine.
That's definitely Jin Furuwe.
Yeah. The same face we saw 6 years ago at Studio Divita.
Jin was a young industrialist. He was quite famous and often made media appearances. This cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look like him.
Six years ago, Jin Furuwe's body was discovered in Studio Divita. And now, his left half was found here at the stadium. And yet his time of death is 12 o'clock today, which means that half his body was alive very recently.
Yeah, you could put a body in a freezer. Surprisingly, that's probably the least weird thing about this case, just it being 6 years later.
What the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out.
Aiba?
Hold on, did Aiba just appear?
Yeah.
Wait, let me put my earphones in.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, but they're inside, yeah. So I'll explain who this is in a bit if the game itself doesn't explain, but for now let's just roll with it.
I looked into Jin Furuwe's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there is no record of him ever having siblings. There are no signs of him ever having been frozen. That half-body was definitely alive until just recently. What?
I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together.
No, there are no traces of that. And, were you two being serious?
So,
You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two?
So, I know it's common wisdom that the heart is on the left side, but I recommend all of you look at an anatomy chart and identify where the heart is. It's more accurate to describe it as in the middle than in the left side. What's on the left side is the heavy side of the heart, but the actual center of the heart is pretty much dead on in the center of the body itself. What if the right and left half belong to different people?
I, of course, did consider it a possibility. But both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA results.
I have no idea what's going on. But this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago.
Which means the half-body case isn't over yet.
Besides the Cyclops serial killings. I didn't know much about the case. I should read these out. I did see some of the investigation documents during my training, but the information there wasn't much better than the information on the internet, so I couldn't get a full picture.
Hey, Aiba. How much do you know about the HB serial killings?
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours. Due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all of my memories from a few days before that point.
Convenient.
And due to poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Toma's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Once you move to a different area, a map will be displayed on the bottom of the screen. Alright, so it's just navigation again. And that pretty much only shows up when you investigate everything mandatory in the area. But there's sometimes very pointless dialogue left over like that. Thank you, Stadium Lights. Anything on my feet? Nope. Okay, let's go. To Golden Yokocho. I wonder if they updated this from the previous game. Or, I mean, obviously did, but I wonder how they updated it. Seems we're reviewing a flashback again. Oh no, they killed all the puns in this game. In the previous game, pretty much every single item you investigated had a pun on it, if you looked at it, or a reference. Hey, it's Moma, aka the guy that got shot in the stomach, not the leg. It shows a sign, it says face to face. Okay. Directly back to the game now. Andy's Komeji.
Are you still out of it, Mr. Ryuki? This is Studio Dvaita in Minato Roppongi. It's a rental studio mostly used for live streaming, filming, that kind of thing. Did you really not understand what you were getting into when you agreed to this?
We arrived here right as the stream was about to begin. They made us sit in the contestant seat right away without telling us anything.
Well, the title of our show is right there.
Faith to Face, our special 6-hour live stream marathon, brought to you by Amabi TV.
We cut the stream, of course, but the cameras should have been running when that body appeared.
Yeah, this is what happened 6 years ago. So this is the time that the right side of the body was found first. So, oh no, just bonus dialogue, rewind it. Yeah, alright. Amabi TV is a live streaming internet service for PC and smartphones. The quiz show Face to Face is one of those shows. It's a moderately popular show with everyday people as contestants. Okay.
I'm sure all of Japan, or even the world, tuning in on the internet is in shock right now.
But yeah, you can tell because Mizuki is in her appearance from 6 years ago. And does confirmed, I already forgot his name. The Buddha guy as was here in this case too. Buddhist.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I had a bad experience. I try not to tell people my name.
And I'll tell you instead. His name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh?
Huh? How did you know?
No.
Why? Why does this keep happening? Is my name cursed or something?
Kagami.
All I can do is laugh now.
Poor.
I told you it's Kagami.
What's his name? I love how this in-between dialogue is the same every single time.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Oh, come on. I'm sure you actually remember.
Mimiga.
Mimiga. What?
What a mistake. It's Mimigawa, isn't it?
It's neither.
No need to shout, Kagami.
Oh, I knew it.
How's the investigation on the body going?
Well...
What? You still haven't taken DNA samples?
Easier said than done. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from the organs. Wait, hey, this is no place for a kid.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're right next to the body.
So?
So? Well, you could be traumatized for life seeing something like this.
I'm fine. I've seen worse.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Anyway, you're in the way.
Fine.
Well, there you have it.
So in other words, you don't have anything.
Jin Furue? Yes, of course I know about him. I actually follow him on Twitter. He cuts through all the BS of the modern world. He's insightful, inspiring in a way.
Is that the Elon Musk of this universe?
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might! Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
You okay, Mr. Ryuki? I feel like you aren't exactly sound of mind right now.
Yeah, I'm getting an explanation for what the heck it was. Ryuki can oftentimes get weird like this. He isn't doing well mentally. One of my jobs is to support him. Alright, Tama. Thank you for that. Alright, I didn't explain who exactly Aiba was. Aiba was from the original game, and she was an AI from... that was the assistant of Kaname Date, which we haven't seen yet, and apparently has disappeared mysteriously. But, spoiler alert, not really. That AI, or at least the main body of it, was in the eyeball component as a prosthetic for Kaname Date. And presumably now Mizuki has Aiba's AI ball implanted into her own eye socket. And Tama seems to be the new AI for the current character, which I can't remember his name since I've only seen it a few times, Ryuki or something. To Twitter, hello. Oh god, the references. Yeah. Any new intel?
Please, don't rush me. I'm doing the best I can.
Looks like he's just standing there to me.
Yeah.
For real.
Is it true that body appeared out of nowhere? It's hard to believe, but...
I mean, you saw it with your own eyes.
Of course. Jin Furue, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times.
Mizuki Date, 12 years old. Her former name is Okiura, but she was adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date. That's why I've met her a few times before.
Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had one too many rounds.
I don't know. Not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at a cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzo on that rake of chick's fat thighs. What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out, so I'm helping her calm down. When are you letting me leave anyway? That other detective said you still had questions you needed to ask, so...
I know her name, without asking. Iris Sagan. I was introduced before the show started, and...
She was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November. You read the reports.
Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case.
Oh, by the way, this case and the new Cyclops serial killings are not related. Though, that is just a hunch. Just like a... Danganronpa 1 and 2 was not related to Danganronpa V3. Yeah, just like that. So, do you know the victim?
Teleportation.
Fucking Iris. Even in this game too.
Body teleported here from a parallel world, but only half of his body was able to make it through.
I thought you're traumatized, and now you're just being ditzy as usual.
Split in half.
Jeez.
That's my reaction. Seriously, aren't you supposed to be traumatized? What is this bullshit?
Does she look okay to you?
I mean, she sounded okay a second ago.
Talk to the other detective. I want to go home already.
Yo, mama.
His name is Moma Kumakura. He's a leader of the Kumakura gang, which is under the Uchisaki family.
I know. The Kumakuras are known for being Peculiar, even among Yakuza. But why is their leader at a live-streamed quiz show?
Dang it, Grandpa. Do you know the victim?
Anyway, it's real fucked up. Even people in my world wouldn't kill someone so gruesomely. That bastard. Scaring Tessa like this. Whoever did this better make sure the cops get to him before I do.
Who is the man sitting next to you?
Oh, you mean Shinpei?
Shinpei?
Shinpei Wagai. That's his name.
Oh, he has a name!
Our members, until just recently.
Was?
He went clean. Left the life completely.
Damn.
Where is he now?
Who knows? The moment he saw the corpse, he flew out of the room, white as a sheet. He's probably puking into a toilet somewhere.
So, in the previous game, he did have a unique model, but he was pretty much just like a, a side character that was there to add more people to the room. Didn't really play an important role for anything. So it's surprising he actually has a name now.
We work in the same building and you don't know my name. Can't blame you though. You're new. Metro PD, major crimes. Name's Ushidera.
Any leads?
Unfortunately, nothing yet. HQ still hasn't gotten any reports about the half-body being found. Hell, maybe it's never going to be found. What if that body crossed over time and space to get here? It's possible, right?
No?
Hello.
I already know all about you. No need to say it. Kurita Ryuki, 23 years old.
Ryuki.
Due to your excellent marks, you skipped a few grades on an elite private university and graduated at 21. Afterward, you went through training at Police Academy for 15 months and were accepted into ABIS last summer. It's incredibly rare for anyone to get into ABIS without having stepped foot on a crime scene. Don't tell me you slept your way in with Boss.
Of course I didn't. I took the formal exam and Boss acknowledged my abilities.
You mean your endurance? You're a young guy. Yeah, Boss definitely seems more into the marathons than the sprints.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ryuki, when a man and a woman love each other very much...
You don't have to explain it. I get it.
So, why are we here?
Hey, what's going on with you? Memory problems? Brain disorder or something? You look like you're losing it a little.
No, it's nothing.
Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kabuki show. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun. But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up.
So in other words, he flaked on her.
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement.
Nice.
So she called up her obedient underling, huh?
Well, that explains the familiar faces.
Yeah, you remember now?
Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy.
Ah, so Tama told you. After I asked her not to.
About the body.
It's Jin Furue, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. This is so strange. Why just his right half?
Who's in charge of this case?
Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it?
Huh.
What? Me?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to a rookie. But then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
How many times has he asked where he is? That's a good question. Probably enough to establish the fact that he might have something actually going on in his head. Oh yeah, we forgot to actually investigate the body. My bad.
Fray to free?
Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory.
To set free or release.
So the phrase could mean something like fight to set free.
Viva la liberation.
What's with that QR code?
The thing is, there seems to be an error in the ABIS communication system. We're having issues getting online.
What? Come on.
What? You got a problem with that?
No, not at all.
The estimated time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th, current time 2200, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th.
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left in his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground.
How could they even get an estimated time of death if there's not even any blood to determine the onset of rigor mortis? Well, don't ask questions for now, I guess.
Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper.
Thinner than paper?
For example, something with 0 thickness, like a 2D surface.
There's no such...
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.
So this is going to be a little hard to understand, so feel free to skip this if you'd like. Among scientific bonds, there is the intramolecular bond, which uses electrons to bond, and the intermolecular bond, which is bonding of molecules themselves. Intramolecular bonds are stronger than intermolecular bonds, so when something is cut in half, it is usually the intermolecular bond that is severed. However, Jin Furue's body was severed at an intramolecular bond level. That's it for the science part. Please continue to enjoy the main story. Thank you, Thomas Trivia. Okay, what else do I investigate? Oh, yeah, more body. Is there anything else? Oh wait, he's got more. Did he always have a silent? Okay, his name.
I think he introduced himself to me before the show started. His name was Andy's Kamechi, I think.
That's his stage name, of course. His real name is Yoneharu Enda. He's a comedian.
I'd never heard of him before. He must not be very good.
Rude.
And I suppose you can do better, asshole. What do you know about comedians? Listen, comedians are all doing their best so they can bring people joy. And here you are, just...
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've known Tama for more than half a year now, but I still have a hard time understanding what sets her off. I had no idea that was a sensitive subject. Where's the staff of the show?
They're being questioned by the police in the waiting room. Mr. Ryuki, aren't you with the police too?
Well, yes.
ABIS is a high-level investigation police agency. They don't get along well with regular police officers, and often have a hard time getting them to share information. Alright, so a bit like Ace Attorney, with defense attorneys not cooperating with the investigative team, and having to do their own independent investigation. There are 3 spots for the contestants. Like, literally, who else do I talk to? Am I missing something? Someone's pissed. Someone knows a bit too much about comedians to have that strong of an opinion. Oh, I see something. It's always the face.
The identity of the deceased has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jin Furue, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co. Ltd. He's also an executive at several IT firms, consultation companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He's quite a successful author. By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me. It's hard to see from here, so here's the image I took earlier.
What's this?
It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region, near the back of his head.
Is there
It's
a
hard to
balloon
see
there?
because of the hair in the way, but there are signs of traumatic subcutaneous hematoma. In other words, there's bruising. I think he got hit with a blunt object.
Someone hit him from behind?
Probably. But I don't think this is a fatal wound. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself. And as you can clearly see, his cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive.
There's trace blunt force trauma on the back of Jin's head. It seems unrelated to the death, but
Wait,
What is it?
this might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something. Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth.
Yes, the first molar of his upper jaw was completely removed from its root. Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently.
I guess that's it.
Ryuki, I've got a connection. The QR code link. It leads to a ViewCube page.
ViewCube? You mean...
Yes, the video streaming site.
Of
Whose
course.
account does the channel belong to?
No idea. It was registered using an alias.
Don't look at me.
Okay. Open it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please open it?
That's better.
This is pretty trippy. I like a vibe to this, honestly. Wait, is that it?
What's wrong, Ryuki?
What? I'm sorry, but my Japanese isn't that good. That was something.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Ooh,
Don't worry about me.
worrying look in his eyes. Danganronpa spoilers? Just kidding. I mean, from the first game, yes, but... Team Zero Escape, hey! Glad they're still using that name. That was pretty cool. Golden Yokocho. Okay, we're finally back to the present.
Oh, it's Brahmin.
You are familiar with it?
Yeah, I've been here a bunch of times. Ryuki is supposed to be here?
I'm certain of it.
Okay, let's go in.
Holy shit, okay. I'm gonna need to deal with that. Put user in timeout. And remove. And yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, at least Ryuki here is mulling over how bad that was too. Let's just get a bit. Where are my puns? All my puns are gone. Wait, was that a pun? No.
It's a picture of Ganesha, the Hindu god. Ganesha is worshipped as the god of wealth, especially by merchants.
I wonder if we're gonna get Ganesha and house now. I think we do need an actual elephant, not just the alchemist. Elephants are hella underrated. Okay, I guess there are no puns. Ryuki? About the half-body case.
The other half was found. The other side of his corpse. The one we couldn't find 6 years ago. What?
Oops.
The time of his death was around 12 o'clock today. What do you think that means?
Answer me, Ryuki! You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Make it a sidebar, please.
Ugh. Just what kind of dream is he having?
How should I know?
Should we try wink syncing?
Forget it. It'd just be a waste of battery.
They're gone.
Where to?
I don't know.
Who's Genny?
Maybe to the mirror world?
What?
Genny, being this man? Full name, Gen Ishiagane.
Oh.
I met him several times in the past when I was in Date's left eye socket.
Yeah, Genny is the owner of this fusion restaurant, Brahmin. He runs it all by himself without hiring any help. Where could he be? It's not like him to leave his customers like this. Ryuki, please, tell me about 6 years ago. I want to know all about what happened back then. The HB case and the explosion are related. If I can solve the HB case, maybe I can figure out where he is.
I'll take a double shochu curry shot.
This is futile, Mizuki. Ryuki's blood alcohol level is 0.32%. He is quite intoxicated. In fairness, the reason he's like this now is because of that incident. He had psychological issues before, but the events of the case deepened his condition. As you can see, he now spends his days drowning himself in alcohol.
So if we solve this case, we might be able to heal his trauma?
It's possible.
Then it's all the more reason for him to help. For his own sake, too.
Still, I doubt he would wake up even if you cut his eyelids off. What will you do?
What the heck is that suggestion?
I'll sync with him.
Oh.
Come on, Ryuki. Wake up!
Hey! I said, wake up!
Oh, look! A porno mag!
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to work on Ryuki. I suspect Date would have woken up instantly.
He needs to find some med sites and give up on actually having physical media.
Come on, big brother! Wake up! Wake up!
What the fuck?
If you don't hurry, you're gonna be late.
Nurse, pour some soy sauce on me, please.
What?
Right down the middle.
Alright, guess he's not waking up. Yeah, let's just go. Alright, so we're finally, presumably, gonna be seeing the main mechanic of this game. I mean, investigation is the main gameplay, but you're gonna be seeing soon enough what syncing means, which is the main way we investigate. This place looks a bit run down, or is it just me? A bit more rusty.
I'm still here. I've always been here.
Hey, did you hear something?
Yes, that's the cleaning lady.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Creepy girl.